Okej. Jag känner att jag håller på att bli hjärntvättad där. För nu har jag lyssnat på den här låten jag vet inte. Säkert en 10-15 minuter, för jag höll på att skriva på telefonen samtidigt. Så att det blev lite... Man blir helt slut i huvudet av att lyssna på den här låten så länge. Så förhoppningsvis så försvinner den snart. Byts ut av något annat. Välkomna tillbaka i alla fall till If My Heart Had Wings. Och det är morgon, antar jag. Jag ska ta lite att dricka. Jag dricker fortfarande rabarberlemonad. Kan rekommendera Herrljunga musteri. Den var god. Den var god faktiskt. Den var god. Ja, good morning på dig med. Good morning, Himari. Where is Kotori? She's still asleep. She was awake until late yesterday after all. Yesterday, after swimming in the lake. Himari... Har jag något snus här någonstans? Himari had spent the night in Kotori's room. Jaha. Hej Morgan. Vill du spela med mig idag? Här, lägg dig i knät då. Här kan du ligga. They were excited about having a pyjama party. I heard them whispering until late at night. Hörru katt. Kan ligga här och ta det lugnt. It's raining, huh? Yeah, it seems like it will continue for a while. Himari took some milk from the fridge and poured it into a glass. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Blah, blah, blah. Whoa. Pure. No, she doesn't seem angry anymore. Oh. Well. It just seems like you wanted to ask. Oh, well, I'm glad. Say, oi, you have feelings for Kotori, right? She asked it so frankly that it took me a moment to comprehend the question. Yeah, I do. I answered slightly dejected. Partly because I was embarrassed, but also because I was a little frustrated she asked about it so easily, like it was nothing. Just tell her that you like her. It's not that easy. There's a soaring club and me being the dorm mother after all. Moreover, there are her feelings too. You already have a general idea about her feelings, right? Himari said this while drinking her milk. I have no idea. All I know is that she doesn't hate me. Even if I said I liked her, various things could happen. Besides, if it didn't work out, I might make her feel cornered. Cornered? She relies on me. Right. But when I think about what would happen if things got awkward... Himari sounds a little angry. Hey, you're pretty full of yourself. I think Kotori would be perfectly fine without you. She'd do well, and if she needs support, I'd be there. Besides... To me, what you're saying sounds like you're fond of it. Fond of what? Like you're happy that Kotori depends on you. No, that's not it. Well, whatever. It isn't for me to say. Go ahead and do as you like. What a thing to say. Yeah, I'll do what I want. In any case, nothing will come from continuing on like this. I have to do something about these feelings, and fast. Okej. Ta en kall dusch. No, excuse me. Ah, hello, Hibari-san. Oh, hello, Minase-san. Hur gör du, Morgan? Hibari-san arrived from walking in the rain a little past noon. Hibari-san used to come once a week, but lately her visits became a bit less frequent. It was her first visit since summer break had started. Men okej, det är inte hon som bodde här alltså. I haven't seen you in a while. Okej, nu är jag osäker. Är det Kotoris syster? Blir osäker. Yeah. I've been busy with work. Besides, Kotori seems to be enjoying herself lately, so I can just watch over her without worrying. I'd really like to come every day though, she said unhappily. Knowing her, it's likely that she would visit every day if possible. But it's unusual for you to come at this time. She usually comes at night. Well, I came to discuss something important with Kotori-chan today. Hibari-san sounded determined, and her expression got serious. Uh-oh. They're taking your legs away. What? No. Eller va? Va? No, way. Please, Kotori-chan. No means no. There's no way I'm going home. Ja, det är hennes syster. But please, just for the Obon festival. Mom and Dad want to see you. I went home for New Year's Day. That's enough. That was a day trip. You were only home for a little bit. That was all I could handle. Are you still bothered by that? It's all in the past. Both of them have reflected on it, alright? It's not in the past at all. To me, it feels just like yesterday. Kotori-chan. You got that? So leave already. No, I won't leave. Today I will get you to promise to go home, no matter what. Ugh, no matter how much you insist. There's no way I'm going home. Do you intend to stay like that forever? Yeah, I do. Then what will you do after you graduate from school? Will you live alone? Kotori-chan, you can't keep running away. I understand that it's tough, though. Hat. Quack. Attack. Huh? Kya, Hat-chan, stop! Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack. Ugh, forgive me. Driven away by Hat, Hibari-san rushed out of Kotori's room. Hey, cut it out, Hat. Whoa, easy there. Are you alright, Hibari-san? Sorry. Sorry. Jag ska inte... I'm fine. Kotori retrieved Hat, shut the door and locked it. What's with her? Oh, it's fine. I said too much. What on earth happened just now? It seemed like a quarrel about whether she'd return home or not. Han bara gissar. Absolut inte tjuvlyssnat. I asked while preparing tea. This year, I'm going to take Kotori-chan home for sure. I've made up my mind. What do you mean by taking her home? No, it's just for the Obon festival, not forever. I felt relieved when I heard that. But I failed. Why won't she go home? She isn't getting along with her family. I thought it might be rude, but it was always on my mind, so I went ahead and asked. With a sad expression, Hibari-san stared at a drop of water that coiled about her glass of barley tea. Va? Drop of water that coiled about her glass. Coiled about her glass. Så jag fattar vad de menar, men... Ja... Have you heard anything about how Kotori-chan injured her legs? Yeah, just a little. Car accident, tror jag. Just a little. If I remember correctly, it was an accident during a family trip. That was 4 years ago. Because of that accident, our fun family trip was... Until then, we were the model family. Our parents were getting along. I had such a cute little sister as Kotori-chan. It was normal. Happy family that would make anyone jealous. But that accident changed everything. You never know what will happen in life. You expect to keep living a perfectly ordinary life, but then suddenly it's taken away from you without warning. Just like what happened to me. No. But nej precis, my situation can't be compared. Det känns lite så här. Han pratar liksom om vad då? Nej, han hade väl också en ganska allvarlig olycka, men det är liksom så här. Det blir lite så här, okej. It was taken from the Habanero family. I always thought it was strange, but why is Kotori living in a dorm? För att det är nära skolan kanske? Om det ens är nära skolan, jag vet inte. Usually when someone is disabled, they live with their family, right? Otherwise, they enter a facility that has caregivers or something. After Kotori got in the accident, our family changed drastically. Our parents blamed each other, seeing Kotori-chan's immobile legs. They were crying every day. Kotori-chan was a volleyball player, you know. She wasn't that tall, but could jump very high. She was really cool. I think that made it especially hard for them. But that's terrible. The one who has it the hardest is Kotori. Hibari-san nodded deeply. Both mom and dad love Kotori-chan from the bottom of their hearts. That's why they tried not to show how sad they were in front of her. But it shows no matter how hard you try to hide it, we're family after all. Kotori-chan thought it was her fault, and in no time she started to blame herself. So because of that, Kotori is... Hibari-san nodded. I think she couldn't stand it, so she left the house. Since Kotori-chan left, it's like time has stopped in our house. Just like that, after the accident. Since I wasn't there, I can only imagine it. If I had to part with Kotori now, I would be tortured by suffering, comparable to being torn apart. But the one who has it the hardest is Kotori. I'm positive that her mom and dad both understood that and were trying their best to be considerate. But even so, it's not possible to bury all of that sadness and be as cheerful as before. I'm sure that sadness is too much for one person to bear. Unbelievably so. I'm glad Kotori-chan came to Flying Fish Manor. She has changed, especially after meeting you, Minase-san. She began smiling, made more friends, and seems to be having fun every day. Hey, cat. Oh, cat. It's almost like she's returning to the old Kotori-chan, little by little. If that's the case, it makes me happy too. If I could ease the sadness of Kotori and her family, even by just a little bit, I would do anything. If our mom and dad saw Kotori-chan now, they'd feel relieved and might be able to laugh again like before. When she went home for New Year's Day, we were really happy. It had been a long time since our house was so cheerful. Seeing Hibari-san's bright smile while saying this caused me to feel dull pain, squeezing my chest. A dull pain. Jesus, katten skrämmer mig. Hej, Kotori. Vad du skräms, katt? Vad du göra? Ja, vad du göra? No reply. Kotori, I know you're there. Open the door. Vad stod det efter det? Already. I heard the sound of the door being unlocked. I'm going in. Hibari asked... Did my sister ask you to come? No, she didn't. Look, what you did earlier was terrible. Huh? I just scared her a little bit. Right, Hat? Quack, quack. Well, it seems that Hat just drove her away by rustling about. He didn't even peck at her. That said, even a frail girl may faint if attacked by a bird like that. You did well back then, Hat. You're my bodyguard. Hat looked happy to be praised by Kotori. I took out a cucumber I had been hiding and waved it in front of... What? Du took out a cucumber I've been hiding. Okej. Jag ska bara gå och leka lite med min katt, vänta. Sådär, jag är tillbaka igen. Och jag vet inte vart han har fått en gurka ifrån, men han är tydligen... I took out a cucumber. Möglig gurka. Stay calm for a little bit, alright? Huh? What are you doing? I can't have Hat set after me, so... No, Hat, don't eat that. Hat didn't seem to hear his companion's voice. He was engrossed in eating the cucumber. His favorite food. Ugh, he's a duck after all. Say, well, why don't you go home? I told you before, didn't I? Because right now is an important time for our club. We will be fine if you aren't here during the Bond Festival. What the hell are you... What the hell? Are you saying it doesn't matter whether someone like me is here or not? If it's only for the Bond Festival, I knew that Kotori would be angry. I heard about the situation from Hibari-san. I think I understand your pain. But running away won't solve anything, will it? I'm not running away. You don't hate your mom and dad, right? After all, when you were talking about quitting school before, you wanted to reassure your dad. Kotori remained sullenly silent. You're actually worried about your family, right? Well, a little bit, I guess. Then it wouldn't hurt to go back for just a bit, would it? If you won't be here during the Bond Festival, we'll somehow cover for you, so... I said I'm not going home. Give me a break already. Kotori, why are you saying all this? I don't want to hear this from you, Oikun. These are my family matters. This has nothing to do with you, so stop butting in. Hearing Kotori's shout mixed with tears, Hat stopped eating his cucumber and reflexively raised his head. Sorry, I went too far. Oikun. It's like you said. This is not something I should butt into. I forced a smile when I said it, but I think it might have looked a little sad. That's right. This has nothing to do with you. Sorry, it's only natural for you to get angry. I'm sorry I tried to meddle in your business. That's all I said. Then I left Kotori's room. And then one night went dark, because the rain didn't stop. The rain continued to drizzle constantly for several days. Since that day, things got strangely awkward between Kotori and me, and we stopped talking face to face. Now I call her on my cell phone. Hello, hello, dinner's ready. Okay. It wasn't that we were angry or hated each other. We just didn't know how to talk with each other. The atmosphere seems kinda heavy. Those two have been like this for a while now. Working in silence has improved their efficiency though. But Nesan is about to suffocate. It's so suffocating. I can't take... Oh, it's so suffocating. I can't take it. I know, right? But what can we do? So, how has it been? Has Zoe talked to you? Only last night at dinner, when I asked about putting mayonnaise at the okonomiyaki. It's pretty serious then. I never thought Oi would take it so hard. What can I do? I wonder if he hates me. I really can't tell. I don't like this. I don't want Oikun to hate me. I guess it may be because of that one thing you said. Okay. That's because he was acting like he was your guardian. It must have been quite a shock. I just blurted out. It's not how I really feel. So why didn't you tell him that? I think things would go back to normal then. You think so? Then, what did Oi say? He apologized for meddling. Well, butting in other people's family affairs is a bit weird. That's not true. For Oikun, it's fine. If you think so, then tell him how you really feel. Being all awkward won't change anything. But he already hates me, for sure. If I told him now, he'd disregard it. Ugh, I'm soaked. Jag ska komma någon så jävla laugh track efter det där. Amane-senpai? Amane-chan? Yo, guys, sorry. Do you have anything I could dry myself with? Please make up with Kotori-senpai. Before Nesan suffocates. Even if you tell me to. I was being pressured by the Casado sisters in the corner of the dock. I don't like this awkward atmosphere either, but, well, even if they tell me to make up with Kotori, it's not like we are fighting, so what can I do? I don't like it. I want you to get along with Kotori-senpai. It feels off, like when you fasten a button in the wrong hole. Get along like before. Come on, senpai. Asachan grabbed my arm and swayed it pleadingly. Kotori and I had gotten along well. Almost too well. That's why I'd intrude on her family's business so bluntly, like I knew everything. And I really hurt her. There was that time I tried to stop Kotori from quitting school and didn't hold anything back. I thought she'd hate me for it, to be honest. I thought it would be fine if she hated me for it, in order to make her consider different possibilities a little more. I was able to do that because we just met. But this recent issue was different. I'd gotten comfortable with our friendship and intruded into an area she didn't want me to. I don't want to hear that from you, Aoi-kun. Honestly, that was a shock. Precis som den här musiken, kände inte att den passar in. Remembering that makes my heart sink, even now. Because of that, I wasn't sure how to talk with her. The distance between us became somewhat uncertain. Of course, I don't want to leave things like this. When Kotori's anger gauge drops a little, I'll apologize once again. And there was one more thing I had to tell her. Make sure to do it. Yeah, I promise. The problem is, I'm aware that Kotori doesn't want an apology. So, what should I do? The door opened and Himari and Kotori returned to the dock. And behind them... Barum. Skulle vilja ha någon så här ljudeffekter här. Med laugh track och liknande. Men jag har inte det, så att... Amane-senpai. Long time no see. Amane-senpai entered in her usual carefree fashion. It was the first time in a while that she'd come here. Oh ho, you've gotten quite a bit done. She said this while looking at the airframe, which was nearing completion. All that is left to do is coating and some details. That's good. Seems like there'll be enough time in your schedule. Huh? Everyone get around. With such profounding words, Amane-senpai gathered everyone. Kotori was conscious of me and awkwardly averted her eyes. Without noticing the atmosphere at all, Amane-senpai began talking. I'm so sorry that I rarely come here, despite being the advisor. It's because I'm an adult. I'm so busy. Not at all. Just being an advisor is enough. Himari replied, ignoring the usual bragging about being an adult. I wanted to be of some help, so I made this. Senpai took a large sheet of paper out of a long, thin tube she was carrying. Oh, it got wet. Water seeped in through the gaps. Alltså jag kan inte tänka på någonting hon säger just nu utan att det blir så här. Man hör något slags liksom laugh track i bakgrunden för att det är så här. Badum-tsch. Det är lite sån känsla jag får när hon bara kommer in så där. Så jag... det är ganska kul faktiskt. It's pretty funny, don't you think? Yes. What is that? She wasn't telling us anything concrete, so Himmer got impatient and asked her. This is a present for Kotori. For me? Kotori looked at her blankly, taken by surprise. On the office PC, I have found a bookmark, and I tried drawing this. Saying that, she finally managed to spread the sheet. It looked like a blueprint of sorts, but it wasn't a glider. At first, even Himari didn't know what it was. What is this? It looks like a cockpit, but... Like I said, it was on the PC, a foreign-made cockpit. What? Everyone was surprised by my sudden outburst. Oh, you scared me. What was that all of a sudden? This is a cockpit for disabled people. Huh? Kotori, who had raised her head after hearing my outburst, peered at the blueprint again. Senpai, were you looking at that German glider manufacturer site? The one that Oi found a while ago? Yeah, it was that. Importing it would be quite problematic, right? So I thought we could well make it ourselves. We should have done this from the beginning. I don't really understand what you're talking about. This is for you. With this you could fly? Interrupting Amane-senpai, I spontaneously turned to Kotori and spoke fervently. You could fly the glider with your own hands. How about that? You're thrilled, right? Yeah. Kotori looked flabbergasted. Seeing her expression, I remembered that we hadn't been talking for several days. Then I realized I had gotten a little too happy and felt embarrassed. But I couldn't hold back all that welling up happiness. Kotori, you should be more excited. You could pilot the glider yourself. Huh? Really? Kotori, who still didn't fully understand, stared vacantly at the blueprint. It makes it possible to control the rudder with your hands and not the pedals. We'll have to remodel the cockpit though. This much shouldn't be a big deal. Oi-kun, you were looking for this? Yeah, I thought you might have really wanted to pilot the glider by yourself. But I never thought Amane-senpai would draw a blueprint for it. Har hon gjort det då? Hade hon inte tagit det från någon tysk hemsida? For a short while, Kotori stared blankly at me, instead of the blueprint this time. Thank you, Amane-chan. Yep. Suddenly, Kotori turned her wheelchair around. Oh, Kotori-senpai. I'm going to the restroom. Saying that, she left the dock. Hur kom hon ens ut härifrån i sin rullstol? Det kan bara finnas en trappa där borta. She didn't seem that happy. Jag har fan aldrig tänkt på det. Det lär ju inte finnas några hissar eller något sånt där. Det här är ju rätt ner under marken. Ja, kanske finns en hiss, men man kanske har sagt förut att det finns en hiss. She didn't seem that happy. I wonder if I was meddling too much again. Well, I don't really think so. He doesn't hate me. Oh, he couldn't. For me. I'm glad. So glad. And then the rain stopped. Or did it? It was the day when the rain, which had been falling for a while now, had finally stopped. Och jag tror vi ska ta och avsluta här också faktiskt. Det känns som att det känns som att det är dags för det helt enkelt. Så att ja, jag får ta tack så mycket för att ni har tittat, så får vi höras i nästa avsnitt som jag kommer fortsätta spela in här direkt efter, för jag är lite så här, jag menar, lite hooked ändå. Vi får se. Jag tackar så mycket för att ni har tittat på det här avsnittet i alla fall utav If My Heart Had Wings. I nästa avsnitt så får vi se vad som händer då. Så tack för att ni har tittat. Vi hörs. Hej då.